Welcome! The attitude of the Virgin Mary will be the focus of our consideration at this final conference. We call Mary Our Lady of Mercy, or the Mother of Mercy, or the Mother of Divine Mercy. As Saint John Paul II wrote in his encyclical Divas in Misericordia, Mary is the one who has the deepest knowledge of the mystery of God's mercy. She knows its price. She knows how great it is. So, if we wish to know the mystery of God's mercy, it is worthwhile to get to know Mary and to approach her. Mary experienced mercy in a unique way. God showed her mercy from the beginning of her existence by making her immaculate, free from original sin. In the mystery of the Immaculate Conception, mercy stopped her contamination by evil. It didn't allow sin to touch and defile Mary's body and soul. Mercy, as it were, enveloped everything in Mary, taking possession of her. Mary is therefore all beauty, perfectly harmonious. She shines with the radiance of incomparable love and grace. She is the masterpiece of God's mercy. Sister Faustina several times compared Mary to a pure crystal, and such a dwelling God prepared for himself to reveal the immensity of his mercy towards the beloved human being. He chose Mary's immaculate womb and heart for his Son to become the object of radical mercy, so that total victory over sin could be achieved. Sister Faustina wrote, "You have prepared an abode for yourself, the Holy Virgin. Her immaculate womb is your dwelling, and the uncomprehended miracle of your mercy is accomplished, O Lord. The Word is made flesh." Diary 1745. In your mercy, never fathomed, by no bounds confined, descending out of love to take the flesh of man, and be born of the pure Virgin, never by sin defiled, for such was your will before all time began. Diary 1746. God dwelt in Mary's womb because she herself gave her consent. God's will permeated her will. She didn't live otherwise than in accordance with the will of God. That's why in the Annunciation she responded, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. May it be done to me according to your word." God, as it were, made the fulfillment of the plan of salvation through the incarnation of his Son conditional on Mary's response. Mary was aware of the great dignity to which she had been chosen, the dignity of being the Mother of God. When she went to Elizabeth and heard the words of her relative calling her Mother of my Lord, she immediately began to adore God by singing the Magnificat. My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. My spirit rejoices in God my Saviour, for he has looked upon his handmaid's loneliness. Behold, from now on will all ages call me blessed. The Mighty One has done great things for me. Mary's heart was filled with joy and gratitude for the mercy that God had bestowed upon her in her life. Saint Faustina knew how to see the radiance of God's mercy in Mary's life. She wrote, "To give your mercy its deserved praise and glory will join your mother, the Immaculate Virgin Mary. She, the chosen one from mankind and angels, will make our hymn more pleasing, of your Godhead worthy. Through her, as through purest crystal, came your mercy down upon us, Lord. Diary 1746. However, this elevation of Mary to the dignity of Mother of Mercy didn't focus her on herself. Mary regarded this gift as one given to an entire nation that would finally see the fulfillment of the promise of humanity's salvation. Mary's entire life became a hymn of praise in honor of God, who showed his mercy from generation to generation. This is how she revealed God's merciful love to the world. Through her heart, God's mercy was poured out into the world. She also taught Saint Faustina how to discover merciful love in everyday life, and above all in her own soul. I seek no happiness except in my interior, in which God abides, wrote Saint Faustina. I rejoice in God within me. Here I dwell constantly with Him. Here I am at my most intimate with Him. Here I safely dwell with Him. Here is a place beyond the reach of human gaze. The Blessed Virgin is encouraging me to abide with God in this manner. Diary 454. Mary constantly nurtured Sister Faustina to faithfully do God's will, for in this attitude, love and trust in God are expressed. We read in the diary, "You cannot please God unless you do His will. Daughter of mine, I invite you most earnestly to do all that God asks of you, for that is most pleasing in His holy eyes. I dearly want you to distinguish yourself in your faithfulness in doing the will of God. Put the will of God above all other offerings and whole burnt sacrifices." As my Heavenly Mother was speaking to me, a deep understanding of the will of God entered my soul. Diary 1244. Our Lady also prepared Sister Faustina to fulfill her prophetic mission of proclaiming the message of mercy to the world. She accompanied the transmission of Jesus' message. She supported and strengthened the Apostle of Divine Mercy. She confirmed the words of Jesus. "I gave the world its Savior, and you are to tell the world of His great mercy and prepare the world for His second coming." Diary 635. All of Mary's instructions were a sign of her tender maternal love, for she didn't become only the Mother of God, but also the Mother of men, of each of us. At the cross of Christ, she didn't only make possible with the sacrifice of her heart her own sharing in revealing God's mercy, but through the person of Saint John, she embraced the whole Church in her motherhood. Today, we can all cry out to Mary as our mother, asking for her protection and intercession with her Son, and entrusting ourselves to her immaculate heart. By her maternal charity, Mary takes care of the brethren of her Son who still journey on earth surrounded by dangers and difficulties until they are led into their blessed home. This is what St. John Paul II wrote. That's why Sister Faustina heard from Mary assurances that she was the Mother of Mercy. "I saw the Blessed Virgin. She was inexpressibly beautiful. And she came down from the altar, approached my kneeler, hugged me to her bosom, and said these words to me, 'I am your mother by God's unfathomed mercy.' Diary 449. In another vision, Sister Faustina heard Mary's words to Father Michał Sopoćko. I am not only the Queen of Heaven, but also the Mother of Mercy and your mother too. Diary 330. In the pages of Saint Faustina's diary, Mary appears as a tender, warm-hearted, understanding and compassionate mother who is always ready to lend a helping hand and win graces for her children. However, she is also demanding. This is true mercy, which is far from being lenient or overlooking justice, and which goes beyond mere pity. While loving people, Our Lady cares for their true, unassuming well-being. This is why she prioritizes man's relationship with God, leading people to her Son, the source of all goodness and love, in various ways. Mary was also like this towards Saint Faustina. She once said to her, "My daughter, at God's command, I am to be a mother to you in a special, exclusive way. But I want you to be a child of mine in a special way too." 14:14. Sister Faustina's relationship with Mary was very intimate. She experienced a great deal of tenderness and love from Mary. She wrote of her, "She alone is always with me. Like a good mother, she is watching over all my experiences and efforts." Diary 798. In her suffering, she prayed to her mother, trusting in her maternal mercy. "Sweet Mother, unite my soul with Jesus, for only then will I be able to persevere in all the trials and tests. Only in union with Jesus will my little offerings please God. Sweetest Mother, instruct me on the spiritual life. May the sword of suffering never crush me. O pure Virgin, watch over my heart and pour courage into it." Diary 915. Mary sympathized with her daughter and offered advice on how to cope with life's difficulties and spiritual darkness. She said to her, "I know how much you are suffering, but do not be afraid. I shall always feel sympathy and compassion for you. Be courageous. Do not be afraid of deceptive obstacles. Just look into my Son's passion, and in that manner you will be victorious." Diary 25 and 449. After advice like this, Sister Faustina's soul was filled with strength and courage. That is why Saint Faustina didn't hesitate to entrust her life to Mary, and in particular to place her spiritual life under her guidance. O radiant maiden, pure as crystal, completely immersed in God, I entrust my inner life to you. Arrange it all to please your Son. Mary, dearest Mother of mine, direct my inner life to make it pleasing for your Son. Diary 844 and 240. The Mother of Mercy is a merciful mother that is full of kindness, sensitivity, and selfless help. In a word, she is concerned for human beings. Let us join in admiration of God's mercy in Mary's life by praising her with Saint Faustina. O Mary, Virgin Mother, gate of heaven renowned, through your salvation is bestowed on us. Through your hands all manner of grace flows down. I'll observe your holy way and follow thus. Diary 161. And this concludes our series of lectures based on the book Divine Mercy in the Bible and Saint Faustina's Diary. I hope that these conferences have broadened the topics presented and helped you to delve deeper into the mystery of God's mercy. Thank you for watching, and I wish you perseverance in meditating on the Bible and the diary. God bless you all.